Right, so I've just finished up day one of the 10-day water weight loss program. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling quite full considering I've had 8 litres of water, so it's just been rushing out of me really fast, which I'm sure you're expecting to happen. So yeah, end of day one, feeling quite full, feeling quite layered, feeling quite masked. But yeah, overall it's a good start and I'd say I want to try and keep it up. Right, so day two, feeling it was a lot harder than yesterday. I also didn't have any vegetables because I didn't wake up in enough time to make them. So that I'm assuming is why the day was a bit harder. Another reason is because I saved a lot of carbs for the end of the day, so I had 70 grams of carbs in total for the entire day. I had 30 at the start. Sorry, I had 20 at the start and 10 about an hour later, and the rest I saved for about 3 hours before I went to bed, which was a bit of a mistake. Even though it was a nice meal, it was a mistake, and tomorrow I will not make the same mistake. So yeah, learning from our mistakes, moving on, learning from each day. So yeah, that's it from day two, and I'll be back in day three. Right, so that's day three done. In terms of how I'm feeling, I hit a bit of a mental low today. I think the amount of carbs I've been eating have hit me sort of a little bit. Like halfway through the day I started doubting myself whether I'd be able to do it and all that sort of thing. But one thing that helped that I did is I just thought of how much effort and how much hard work I've put in so far. So I'd really do myself an injustice not to give it 100% no matter where I come. At the end of the day, I'm going there for the experience, but I'm still aiming to do a place as high as I can. So I don't want to let myself down in that respect, as well as go for the experience. So yeah, that's where day three's left me so far. Right, so I've just finished day four. The most important thing I've done is I have dropped my carbs today. I've dropped it this early because I want to try and carb load a little bit earlier in the week before my show, so I can have an extra day or something. If I make a mistake in the carb loading, like I have too much or I don't have enough, then I can sort of look at my body, see how I feel, and either have more carbs or have less carbs on that day, just to try and sort of peak at the right time and sort of look my best on the day and feel fullest. Another thing I've done is I've been drinking too much water, so I've toned that down from about 7 litres to maybe 5 litres. And one other thing I've been doing is I've started taking my herbal diuretics just to try and get the water weight out. So yeah, that's it. Apart from that, I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling good. So yeah, that's the end of day 4. So I just finished day 5. Today I don't really feel like I've had the same energy I've had the past few days. I haven't been able to get the sort of contraction that I've been looking for in my muscles. When I had this problem at the gym, all I did was I drank some more water because I was feeling quite tired and I was feeling like I couldn't really do that much. So I had a little extra drink of water and I was feeling fine, feeling 10 times better, and the workout just ran smoothly from then. Yeah, one more day of carb deficit. I can see the finish line now, so it's getting a little bit easier. And yeah, that's day 4. So that's day 5. That's day 5. It's flat. It's going a lot slower than it feels. Yeah, that's it. Right, see you tomorrow. Right, so just finished day 6, I think it is. Yeah, not much changed. Still on low carbs. I'm still going to stick with low carbs tomorrow. I've changed my mind from yesterday when I was saying I was going to have 4 days on carbs because that's just ridiculously long, and I was just really sick of not having any carbs and I was just being weak-minded and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna have 1 more day of carb depletion. It's easier when you do it in little steps, like just 1 day after the other, as opposed to just a chunk of 6 days. It's just easier to get your head around. In terms of water, kind of stuck the same, about 5 litres is what I'm having at the minute. I haven't started dropping it down yet, but I've started taking my water diuretics. So hopefully I'll be able to see a difference from them in a few days. I think that's everything. So yeah, oh, actually one more thing. When I was in the gym today, I just had no motivation whatsoever. I walked in, I just didn't really know what I was doing. I was confused, I was just completely out of the zone. So yeah, today I didn't go too well in the gym, but I just kind of at the end I threw in a little bit of cardio just so I could like get my mind set and getting a good mindset of hitting the gym tomorrow as opposed to leaving it on a low. I'll try to make it a high. So it's just sometimes it's just the little things that sort of keep you going at times when I'm feeling like this. But yeah, just powering through. End of day 6. Let's get day 7 done. So that's day 7 done. It was the last low carb day. So tomorrow I am going to have 200 grams of carbs. One thing from today is make sure I have it in small meals, because I didn't have quite enough at work. I didn't wake up in time to get enough stuff together. So I ended up having about I say exactly 400 grams of mince, which brought my protein up by 90 grams, but it also made me feel sick as anything. When I was trying to practice my posing, I just couldn't tense my abs for very long without starting to get a feeling like it was just a sicky feeling and stuff like that. So yeah, next time no big meals. So yeah, that's day 7 done. Last day of a carb deficit. So from now on, I'm gonna build the carbs up and hope I look good enough to do a decent place. Yeah, day 7 done. So I just finished day 8, which was the first day of carb loading. So at the minute today is Thursday and the show is on Sunday. So I've got 2 more days of carb loading before show day. At the minute I'm feeling quite full. I feel like posing practice was a lot better. I feel like I could contract my muscles, and I feel like I could critique myself a lot better because I could see the muscles a lot more, if that makes sense. Like they were starting to pop, so you could they weren't starting to pop, but they were starting you could see them more because they were more full from the carbs. So yeah, that was a lot easier, and it kind of helped doing it when I was flat as well, when I didn't have any fullness in my muscles, because I sort of got trying to squeeze as much out of them then as I could, so it would look good. And now that they're full, I'm squeezing the same amount. I'm still trying as hard, but obviously they're more full, so they're looking better and that sort of thing. And that's kind of put me on a high at the minute anyway. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to up the carbs a bit. I'm trying to taper them up as we go, so I don't want to jump into them all at once. But I kind of have jumped in a bit. I've went from about 50 to about 250, but closer to the 300 side. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing the same thing, maybe like 300, 350, something like that. That's the plan anyway. And hopefully, yeah, we keep seeing improvements through these last few days, and hopefully it's enough improvements to do well in the show. So yeah, I'll see you on day 9. Day 8's done. Right, so I've just finished up day 9 of the plan. Second day of carb loading. I think I mentioned it the other day, but today I have been feeling a little bit better in terms of fullness and in terms of posing. I thought yesterday I felt good and I could sort of look at myself and I'd look in the condition that I'd be looking on the show. But today I feel like I've just got a lot more full, and the posing has just been so much more fluid, and I've been able to look at myself and push up on the last few things that have been bugging me for the past little while. So I'm feeling a lot better about that, a lot more confident. And I think one thing that I just need to try and get out of my head is, I know I put a lot of effort into it, but it is my first show, and I do just need to sort of get into the mindset of going there to enjoy it and going there to learn from it, as opposed to going there and just being focused on how well I do compared to everyone else, which is sort of a bad way to look at it for me. So yeah, I sort of need to flick that switch and sort of think, go and get the experience, just enjoy the challenge, and at the end of the day, put all your effort in and you come where you come. So just need to sort of knock that a little bit, knock that sort of ego back a little bit. But in terms of how I'm feeling really good. It's just a sort of mental side to it I need to think of now. So yeah, that's it, day 9 done. One more day and then show day. So I've just finished up the last day of the prep. Tomorrow being show day. I think over the entire prep, over the entire month and a half of cutting, I've really enjoyed the challenge. I wouldn't say I've enjoyed myself that much because it's been quite difficult, but at the end of it, looking back now we're finished, I think it's I'm really happy I pulled through it. I feel stronger coming out the other side, so I'm feeling quite good about myself. It's about tomorrow show day. I'm really happy with the physique I've brought. I couldn't really have asked for much more of myself, and I feel like I've learned so much from the experience. So now I'm just focusing on tomorrow, enjoying the experience, and just doing my best on stage. So yeah, I'm feeling good. My muscles are feeling full from the carb loading. I feel like I've done well on that. One thing I've struggled with is the water, so that is one thing we're gonna have to work on for the next prep I do. But apart from that, yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.